the mutavaults and everything to swing through.
So, Blades, you took game 2?
I did.
All right.
Yep. Grindy. I was off to a pretty good start.
You did. I
and
mean,
then I just top deck land after land.
That happens so much
Yes,
with.
it does. It's totally fine though. Not a big deal.
It happens so much with what Blades with this shenanigans
Well,
Blades likes doing.
He also planar cleansing both of my Xenagos pretty early too, which hurt. And he had seen 2 elixirs. I fought through 2 elixirs and a Sphinx's Rev.
A Sphinx's Rev.
A,
You lucked out.
Yeah. Like that's 13 life though. And I had you at 8.
Here's something
It was
from
close. It was close.
Linksys.
That was a good game.
It's a ruling from Gathering. The number of targets chosen for the target ability must be at least 1. If X wasn't 0, and at most X, you choose the division of damage as you put the ability on the stack, not as it resolves. Each target must be assigned at least 1 damage. In multiplayer games, you may choose creatures controlled by different opponents.
So
Did that change? Does that change anything?
Yeah, so that he can't pump it unless I got a guy.
Okay. Rich, because it's a when trigger, it doesn't have any effect on it becoming monstrous. The when trigger will fail, but it already has the counters.
Oh, got you. So it won't monstrous, but it'll get the counters. Is that what you're saying? That kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't play with Polychronos, so I don't really ever worry about it.
Yeah,
so
you don't play with real Magic cards.
I don't. No, I play black-green, like, budget aggro, and it's so good. So good.
I don't know about that last part, but...
Anyway, I'm going to quickly pile shuffle one last time because I got really land flooded that game.
All right, Casual Commanders, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it was good seeing you guys.
See you in a little while.
I think the other team members are saying Linksys and Deltas, but
Yeah, I think the others are still here for a while, but he has to... he's going out with his wife. It sounds like a good plan.
his whiff seems good.
Coming from another married man, yes,
Yes,
that is
it
a
is.
very
I
good
know.
plan.
Yeah.
Feels weird being the odd man out, being the only one not married, but I kind of
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like
he's
feel like I'm missing out on.
Rich is the batch. He is the bachelor in the...
Bachelor.
Yeah, you're not missing out on much. Like you can
I'm
no
also
longer-
okay. I'm also at least 5 years younger than all of you guys.
Yeah,
So go figure.
He has a ways to go. I mean, you know,
I mean, it's.
we're not worrying yet.
I mean, you can still hit on women when you're married. You just can't do it in public.
Okay.
You just have to take the consequences. Which
It's
can
not like
be,
you can shop, but you can't like. What
See.
is it? You can look, but you can't touch. Whatever the joke is.
you know, I've heard that. I'm sorry.
So this is what I took out. Because honestly, I took the Caryatids out because they don't do much against you. Yeah, they mana ramp me, but like, the game's gonna go longer. And top decking a Caryatid turn 8 when I need a top deck gas
Really,
is
yeah, I think you're.
freaking. I'll play, by the way.
The Mystic is definitely relevant because a turn 2 Domri is huge for you. A turn 3 Xenagos is not nearly as good.
Right. Ooh, this seems really bad. But I think I'm going to keep it because this helps me a little bit. Going back to our podcast about Scrylands and how much I was like, people keep terrible hands because of Scrylands. I'm going to do it right now. You good?
Yeah.
Temple Malice trigger. I'm going to tuck. Go ahead. See what happens.
Go.
Ha. Turn too late, though, friend. Turn too late. But I think I'm going to cast him anyway, so.
Again, thanks for everyone that showed up for the games.
Go ahead.
After this game, we will be taking a short break and come back for the podcast. And then after the podcast, at 9 o'clock Mountain Time tonight, we'll be starting another game of Modern. Tonight's game is Modern. It'll be Affinity versus...
Sure.
Affinity versus...
Living End.
Living End.
So the reason why I'm not running out something right now is because he may have the Essence Scatter. No.
The Essence Scatter.
Go.
Sure.
Sorry, I have ADD of the hands when it comes to this game. I'm like,
Go.
flick, 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 flick. I can't keep still. Ah, why did I keep this?
Joey Jojo Shambodu Jr. That's I think that's how you pronounce it, guys.
Shabadoo.
Shabadoo?
Shabadoo Jr. I just started playing a rug monster deck with Kiora and turn and burn. It's pretty fun.
All right, so he's got either way. He's just gonna sit until it happens. So might as well just run it out there. Shock.
Kiora and Turn and Burn are both really good right now. Turn and Burn I don't feel like is getting enough play.
Plays Xenagos.
2.
For 2?
Yep.
Attack for 1.
Take it.
Go.
Tap.
Oh, my name is from The Simpsons. Do you guys remember
Yeah.
Shabadoo?
Yeah. I was about to say that has to be a fake name.
I don't know. I named my kid Joey Jojo Shabadoo.
And
Just
nobody
kid Junior.
likes you because of it.
Deltrace, Scrylands keeping the 2 land 5 expensive.
Hey, you're giving away information right now.
Oh, I gotta
bro.
keep it quiet. Sorry.
Yeah, shut
I
your
have to
mouth.
learn what to comment on and what not to. I'll just read this one to myself. Delta S.
Temple abandoned. Scry.
Yeah.
Tuck. It's a good thing I played the Scryland. That would have been terrible. Declare attack phase.
Yep.
Swing for 1.
Well,
See, I like when these guys tell me what to think or what to shut up about. Then I know something's important.
He's probably got it. Damarade. Yep.
Yeah, we try to keep the information hidden here.
Alright, go.
You know, there's other people that stream that show a lot of open information, and we honestly do try to keep hidden the information basically hidden from the other player too, just to make it a little bit more real.
sure, I'll keep that on top. That it?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna die because this is happening again. I just shuffled really bad too.
Scry.
Great.
I don't really need that right now. Go ahead.
I was trying to attack with the Mystic. Do I just go for it? I feel like I just go for it and just hope that he doesn't have it. Worst case, it's card for a card. Shock. Rakdos Charm for 4.
That's really good.
Does it resolve?
It's gonna resolve.
Yeah,
Quicken?
get there. Unless you can, get into a counter spell. If you get the divination, so you're gonna draw through, so you can. Man, ooh. So you're gonna deal 4 damage to you, and then you discard 4 cards.
Correct.
Okay. That might help me out.
So I think that.
Oh, you guys are
so
just
I keep
commenting on general.
the
That
rest
seems
of
good.
that, is not as relevant right now. He has 2 cards in hand.
No, it's not you, Deltas. That was the.
It's
it was
fine.
the faux pas. It was me reading it out loud.
There's a reason why I'm trying to really hard to not look at chat right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Compared to our other games, is because people.
I
talk
like to
Go ahead.
voice questions to the players, but sometimes, yeah, I can give away something, and I try not to. But
So you realize, okay, so the Quicken Divinate literally kind of saved your butt right there.
Yeah, it let
Saved
me
your
draw.
bacon.
Yeah.
Ha.
hey, Rich, do you know what I want from one of the stores, if you can ever get it, is like one of the stand-up cardboard guys that could just stand right there behind.
Those are actually kind of expensive.
I know,
I
but
didn't
don't you think
realize that they were
don't you think that would look
expensive they were.
cool standing behind Blades, rather than having
Like
to
the
see
new
that,
Garrick.
rather than
Stormblood
having to
Dragon.
see that ugly door
yeah.
over there?
Attack for 4?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I'll rev for
'Kay.
3.
So you're going to take 4, and they're going to gain 3. Which, keeping your Revelation off the Rakdos return, I'm assuming is what you
Tap.
did. Seems really
Draw.
good.
Yeah. I kept
Okay,
a land
go
and
ahead.
then a rev. Alright, I already drew.
Mm-hmm. Dude. Game 1 was really kind of close for a second there, and then Blade just
So
like
I
every
really
blue
don't
white.
want him to Monstrous as Storm Breath, so I'm just want that off the board right now as
Okay.
quickly as possible.
That actually doesn't sound bad at all.
Scry.
So I didn't see any Sword with Dragons in any
Yeah, I
other
wanna
games
push
either.
that.
So Damon is
Go.
here. Say hi, Damon.
Ah,
Yeah.
Ooze is pretty good.
question is, yeah, I feel like it's worth it. I mean, it's revealing too much information, but I think it's worth it. Chuck that in. Go ahead.
Thank you to all the 42 plus people that are in the chat room right now. Thanks for watching.
Sweet.
After this
Go
game,
ahead.
we will be taking a short break and then coming back for our
'Kay.
podcast.
May I see your graveyard, please?
Starting at about 7:30, I believe.
We're actually okay. So, oh my gosh, dude, you have some awesome, cool stuff in the graveyard.
Well, you got enough mana to hit it all.
Tap those 2 green. Eat here. These 3 for sure.
Good call.
And then probably gonna eat the Quicken because it's a cantrip that also can help you with your other stuff. Even though your divinations and things are pretty relevant, but I'll have an untapped step before you can deal with them. So, untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Draw. Question is, do I just go for it?
No. Give me all the time in the world.
I think I just go for it.
Yeah, Edward, we have plans for doing different animations and song and music and things like that. We're going to definitely increase the production in that way.
Yeah, we're talking about musical numbers and such.
yeah, definitely. We've right from the beginning, we've basically embraced the idea of a musical podcast.
Do I just tap out for it? No, I don't feel like I should.
Eating spells over your own creatures seems. What would the loose?
I think I'm just gonna leave 2 green up, which may or may not be a
Rich.
hindrance. Miss Cutter for
So-
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, he's fine.
Declare attack phase.
Yeah,
Attack for 7.
sure.
4 combat damage. Eat my Elvish Mystic. I'll gain 1 life, put a counter on my guy. On my Scavenging Ooze.
Sure.
So I'll take a total of 8.
Yeah. Is that going to be it?
Put you at 5. Yeah, go.
Rev for 4. So I gain 4.
So, yeah. So the reason why I'm eating his stuff is over my creatures is because I actually only had 2. I only had an Elvish Mystic and a Stormbreath Dragon in my bin. And the thing is, he's running Elixir of Immortality, so he's going to be able to cycle through and get these spells basically back. And so it's kind of like that cross between trying to keep him off of his stuff while also trying to,
Exactly.
And the thing is, I'm kind of expecting this guy to get like removed with like a Supreme Verdict or an Azorius Charm, and so like eating all of my guys in my graveyard will gain me life and get him bigger, but then also when he just Azorius Charms them, I'm basically losing those cards in case of a later Scavenging Ooze. So it's like a kind of balance basically. In response, eat your other Sphinx Revelation.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why I left stuff up like that.
Go ahead.
It's kind of just one of those things. Untap, upkeep, draw.
So I'm a bit worried about him drawing Storm Breath off of this, but
Go ahead.
there you go. Now I can untap and I can pretty much just write it out from here.
Yep. Because my deck's being dumb. It's cool. It happens.
2.
Kip.
Go.
I go draw.
Sure.
No point in hiding that back. Go. You have 4 cards in hand? 5. Oh, you have a bunch.
Yeah, right now I think I'm just going to go for it. It's not so much value.
How did I lose 3 points? I only had the Storm Breath and the Elvish Mystic, which I ended up eating the Elvish Mystic anyway, so I only had 1 damage left.
Cleansing.
Quicken Cleansing?
Yep.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. Swing 2.
Did you just play the Meat Vault? Oh, you're activating the Meat Vault.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good name.
Activate Elixir. Or play
Activate
Elixir.
Elixir.
Go.
Okay.
You missed the second green, somebody said. Squaw 70. You missed the second. You missed the second green.
I did on the. I had it though. Like yeah,
Yep.
I did. You're right.
Thanks for pointing
Yep.
it out.
I played the
Got it.
I played the Polychronos with an Overgrown Tomb, 2 Blood Crypts, and Temple Mouse.
Yeah.
Go figure. This is terrible. I can do that same thing though. I only need 1 green on this guy. Gorkline.
Yeah, he's fine.
Go ahead.
You could have miscutters for 2 more, so 3 total.
I'll draw at the end of your
Yeah,
turn.
I could have. I'm a little bit worried about the late game though.
Untap.
I also could not, top deck
Draw for
a
turn.
bunch of lands over and over and over again, which would help too.
Joey, M15 is it might come up a little bit in our podcast, but it's not the subject of our podcast. Our review show is going to be in 2 weeks, just before the
Go ahead.
just before the pre-release, and that's where we review all of the rares and mythic rares. Today there may be a little bit talk on the M15, so
Go ahead. This deck needs Thoughtseize in the sideboard. Granted, that's what the Rakdos returns for, but...
Shuffle.
Okay, seems good.
Rich is just like, kill me fast.
I hate playing against blue-white with a passion.
So right there, it wasn't really a good shuffle.
Like, I don't know, do you think the Mistcutter, me not pumping it for the last 2 is worth it? Like, I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Like, the elixirs are getting you this stuff back. And I got, 2 Supreme Verdict, 2 Sphinx's Revelations. I mean...
I think it's a judgment call, about whether or not those are better taken,
Right.
If you're playing against him,
Okay.
are you going to be better off getting rid of those spells that he could potentially work back in, or taking the extra 2 damage? With this kind of deck, you could take him all the way down to 1, and he could work his way back. I've been there.
Right, but I also, I don't know. The blue-white list is just a little bit more... It seems a little bit more consistent than the blue-white X lists because it's just more life gain, more card draw. I feel like it's a lot more solid, personally. You die less to variance, but I mean, at the same time, though, there's a lot of times where you're just basically digging to try to survive one more turn.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this deck also just wants to go grindy. Just grind. So go figure. Finally. First time seeing one of these. Here, I'm giving away information, K-Blades. Attack, need to block with 2 meter volts. Do you really want to do that, though? Decodec phase.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
No block.
No blocks?
Yep.
Take 4.
To be honest, as a control player, I think that you play so
Go.
conservatively that you give them the matchup.
Usually, yeah, you have
you
to
really want to go into
have to
the
play-
late game, right?
You have
I
to play
agree.
patiently, very, very patient. That's why you can't.
Right. If you go into the late game, then that's really tough. If you're not winning soon against,
Go to 1.
yep. All 52 viewers
hand?
in the that are currently watching, thanks for tuning in. After this game, we will be taking a short break, then coming back for our podcast. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll be streaming again, this time modern.
I've gotta hit a huge card here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Top deck like a boss. Top deck like a boss. That kind of gets me there, I guess. Going into the think tank. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, I think Blades, you got this for sure.
You think? I mean, you know, anything could happen, but
We just got so much card draw.
Yeah, he doesn't have any instant speed removal. So,
I do have this though. Okay, I'm just gonna block.
yeah.
And I'm gonna go Guard Charm, giving everybody -1, -1, which seems really, really bad. Then I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had that game pretty on luck. I top decked a lot of land though, man.
yeah.
That was terrible. That wasn't the only reason. I mean, like, yeah, there's a few players' choices I made that could have potentially changed it.
So, any final words before we wrap this this session up about this matchup or about anything like that?
Yeah, I wasn't so into Vraska. When you
Dude, it was
had so much more value.
I just wanted to try it, man. Like, it's fine.
So you were just,
This is my first time playing Jund monsters.
hey, you don't have anything to be ashamed of here, you know.
No, it's fine.
We're just trying these things out and seeing how they match up.
I also didn't see Mistcutter until like.
And you did win game.
Until
You
game
you did
3.
win game 1.
Right.
He did win game 1.
Yep.
Ooh, okay, so what else did I bring in? I don't know, like the Vraska was more. Well, I forgot you weren't running D spheres. The other thing is Vraska's really good when you're bringing in D spheres and stuff, and that's what I'm used to. Is you bring in potential spheres and
She's
stuff.
so much better when I'm playing actual permanents,
Right.
not just.
Wrath
a
effects.
planeswalker.
Yeah. See, and I didn't realize that till afterwards. I even saw the deck list, but I was trying to play kind of, you know.
Agreed,
So-
Robinson. The one card that he says the one card that scares me in the matchup is Sire of Insanity.
Oh,
yeah, this list isn't running one. I wish it was. That would have been so much better. So I took out one Elvish Mystic.
Especially to where you don't run too many instant speed removals. A lot of it is reactive outside of a Quick and Wrath. Sire of Insanity he's insanely scary.
That's what I brought it. Took out.
All
and
right.
Brought in.
So if you guys don't have anything else, we are going to end this stream for right now. And like I say, we will be back at 7:30 with our podcast. And then again at 9 o'clock with another game, which will be modern. And that will be Blades versus Damon. So that'll be fun. So thanks for everyone that showed up. And we will talk to you soon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Yep. See you.
See you in a moment, guys.